Thank you very much. So my name is Anthony Fernando. Actually, before I start, I want to do a big thank you to CanBIM and Jerry for inviting me. I really appreciate it. It's an honor to be here with all of you. The presentations were really cool, learning a lot. Just a quick show of hands. How many people here have heard of Indus.ai at all? Okay, cool, just a few. So some of the examples that I'll be using will be drawn from our company, our experience in Indus.ai. Okay. Okay, so a super fast recap on artificial intelligence. So I think some of you know this already, but just for those who are new to artificial intelligence, it's a term that was first coined in 1956. And artificial intelligence, you can think of it as the umbrella term that seeks to describe all of the scientific fields that are seeking to give computers and machines the ability to simulate human decision making. Machine learning is a sort of a subset from that, and it's an evolution from direct linear coding or hand coding where a computer is given a specific function to do. Machine learning uses algorithms to sort data, to learn from that data, and then to make a determination or a prediction. So one of the easy ways that I think about machine learning is I think of spam filters, right? So we all have email accounts and we have spam filters. And we get spam from all different people and different names. And there's sometimes you win $1 million, sometimes it's other stuff. And so there's no direct way to say all my spam comes from John. And so spam filtering is actually one of the early uses of machine learning. So through algorithms and coding, we were able to teach the computer filter how to detect spam, and it's gotten smarter and smarter over time. And it's usually pretty good. So deep learning. It really speaks to the volume of data that's used to teach a computer how to make decisions or how to interpret different things. So one of the ways I think about deep learning, or the example I come back to, is I think of an autonomous car, so a driverless car. It has to differentiate many different things on the road, right? So red lights, stop signs, other cars, dogs, people. So let's imagine something like a stop sign, right? So there's algorithms and coding to teach the computer how to interpret the shape of the sign, the color, and things like that. But stop signs come in, different conditions, rainy weather, foggy weather. And so the deep learning really speaks to that volume of data, all of the millions or thousands and millions of iterations that teach the computer stop sign after stop sign after stop sign. So it's pretty much got it right, okay? Okay, so we've seen a huge advancements in technology over the last 150 years. You guys are all familiar with this. So one of the reasons, there are a few reasons why artificial intelligence has blown up. And I'll just cover those really quickly. So there's been huge advances in computing power, particularly around graphic processing units. They've become faster. Also storage, data storage. So data storage has become cheaper and enhanced and more readily accessible. And also, as a society, we are functioning in a big data age, right? So we're moving around, we're carrying these smartphones, we're making lots of transactions, we're paying for things increasingly electronically. So there's more and more data that's generated, which can then be used to interpret behavior and things like that. So you've also seen this probably many times. Construction is a big part of the global economy. This slide estimates that's about 13% of global GDP. But as a sector, compared to other sectors, say like banking or things like that, it's been relatively slow to adopt technology. And as a result of that, there have been numerous studies that have highlighted the fact that the construction sector has a lot of opportunity to improve productivity through the adoption of greater technology, particularly artificial intelligence. Okay, so we know that all construction sites are managed chaos, right? So you've got weather delays, coordination with stakeholders, subcontractors, you've got safety violations, workforce issues, trades and subtrades not always showing up, working in the wrong area. So lots of things to coordinate. I'm going to show you a few examples, a few videos that show you how data collection is being automated through artificial intelligence. and how artificial intelligence is helping to mitigate schedule risk, safety risk, and improve productivity on construction sites, and how it's also being used to predict patterns and outcomes to get ahead of bottlenecks to make faster decisions. So a little bit of background here on Indus.ai. Our system is based on computer vision. So if you think again of like that Tesla driverless car, there's no driver, the car's driving on the highway. There are cameras at the front of the car. The cameras are taking the feed, the vision, and sending it into a computer, which is interpreting this and making decisions. So in the same way, we deploy cameras on a construction site. The cameras are actually fairly average. I mean, some of them are pretty expensive, like with night vision capabilities and big zoom capabilities. But for the most part, they're fairly average current cameras. We set them up to an electrical system on site, so we plug into the power through the trailer. We contact the local internet provider, a Bell or Rogers, and we set up a high-speed internet service for the site. And then the cameras through the internet feed, the internet service, are sending the feed, the live feed, to our computers, which are then interpreting it and making decisions, tracking the workers, tracking the trucks and materials arrivals, tracking the cycle time, and automatically sending reports to our clients, right? And our clients are a mix of builders, investors, and general contractors, okay? Okay, let's hope this video works. Okay, awesome. So this is a project in Texas, actually. This is the Ryan Company's Brazos site. And so a couple of things you can see on what I'm trying to show you is essentially how the computer's brain is working. So it's tracking the utilization of that heavy equipment, the excavators and other equipment. It's tracking the trucks. It's tracking the people in real time, right? So instantly, the client's able to see how many workers they have on site, the utilization of heavy equipment. We'll play this other video. So this is another example. This is from Hong Kong. The builder here is Chung Wu. We actually just won another project with them. And here again, it's tracking the heavy equipment. It's tracking and counting the men. You notice that these gentlemen on the bottom right, they go into red boxes because the computer's actually detected that they've taken off their hard helmet, right? So we can see instantly the number of men and women on the site, safety infractions, and I'll show you how we're able to give even more visibility. So on a 50-story building, from your iPhone, from your desk, you can see exactly how many men and women are on your site, but we can break that down even further by trade or by floor. So you would know, say, theoretically on a 50-story building, on the 10th floor, I have 15 men, and of those 15 men, there's 5 drywallers, 3 kitchen guys, 2 electricians, et cetera, okay? Okay, so this is an example of our truck and material arrival analytics. Again, the computer, just like in the previous examples, has been taught through machine learning to differentiate between the different trucks, to track them. The red line is the virtual gate. We very easily set up a camera at the entrance and exit. This is really bread and butter for us. We plug into the electrical power, it connects to the internet service, and the computer system, the AI system, is very, very smart, and it's getting smarter with every project site that it's working on. So it knows the difference from your pickup truck, a dump truck, a rebar truck, a tank truck. You can see it's tracking the license plate. So instantly, you can see all of your material arrivals, all of your trucks, and it's cataloged in the dashboard. So when you get that big invoice from Jerry, the client can see, hey, did all of the trucks come in as they were supposed to, right? I hope this makes sense. A lot of money on these on the trucking, and so our clients find a lot of value in this. Okay, I think you'll find this very cool. So here's another example of machine learning on the construction site. This is actually a Hilton hotel being built currently in Austin, Texas. We will put cameras on the cranes, and the cameras in real time are differentiating between the formwork, the rebar placement, the concrete pouring. I don't know if I can play that again. Let's see if that works. Yep. And so we're doing that in real time because essentially it's an outdoor factory and we're trying to track the production, track the progress. And so, again, this is an example of some of the cycle time analytics that you are able to achieve through artificial intelligence. So here we have, this is actually a screenshot from one of our clients. There's a target date of, I think it's 13 days for the floor. And you can see as they've moved up, how much time has been spent floor by floor. You can see the dates, the weather icons. So our clients are telling us that this is helping them have faster conversations about schedule risk, delays, things like that, and helping them essentially stay on time and on budget. Okay, so out of the box, the computer system is able to count the workers and track their movement, track their duration, but it doesn't know whether I'm an electrician or an HVAC installer, et cetera, et cetera. It doesn't know my trade. And so to teach the computer the trade, what we call trade recognition, we place a unique sticker on the hard helmet of the worker, right? And we've been incorporating this with the safety site orientation sticker that they normally receive on site. Let me just go back to that. So you can see how a little light bulb camera is able to pick up that sticker, and that's how we're able to provide that incredible visibility throughout the site where all of your labor, all of your sub-trades are essentially. Okay, so I've got my friends Maggie and Sanja from Procore. What I'll show you here is essentially how we're able to integrate with some of the popular construction management software. So we are one of the Procore partners. So essentially, it's very easy to link Indus to Procore, and some of those safety infractions, the material tracking, the man counts are all then populated easily in the daily log. And that's my email. If you're interested in learning more, if you'd like a copy of this presentation, feel free to say hello by email. It's anthony.fernando, just how it sounds, at Indus.ai. And that's pretty much it. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Est-ce que... I will have a question.
Oh, sure.
Est-ce que nous avons des questions dans l'auditoire? Oui. Welcome to the mic, Ali, please.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for the presentation. I have two questions.
Sure.
First is about the algorithms that you use, because lots of algorithms for computer vision comes from autonomous driving research. But okay, yeah. But the construction site has different nature. So we have, for example, less classes, more views in the construction site. So are you improving the algorithms, or it's just the utilization of algorithms that are already there in the context of construction? This is the first question. The second question is about the issue of privacy and data anonymization for the workers, and how the unions are dealing with these issues. Thank you.
Okay. So on the algorithms, I'm not qualified to answer that question. So I can, if you send me an email, I will try to get an answer to you tomorrow from my product team and my engineers. On the privacy issue, that is something that comes up from time to time. We're working in New York City with some of the most unionized environments in North America, projects in New York, projects around North America and around the world, and definitely privacy and the challenges with the unions does come up. We haven't had anything substantive in terms of an obstacle yet. That's because we're not tracking the individuals by name, by person. We have the capability to do that, but we're not. And in many cases, we'll obscure the face because it's really focused around performance. So those hard stickers, for example, they denote the particular company or the trade, the electrical contractor, for example, that's on site. So we're tracking the performance of that. We're obviously not tracking the workers in any private areas, any bathrooms or things like that. And we do generally encourage our clients not to use it for any disciplinary reasons. And beyond that, we have some legal opinions that have essentially shown us that given the line that we're walking right now, we're in safe ground. I hope that answers your question. Yeah.
Est-ce que nous avons d'autres questions?
Hi, I was actually curious, can you have cameras that will detect twice the same trucks or the same people? Like, how can you avoid duplicates if your field of vision captured the same element twice?
Yeah, it's a great question. So let's imagine this was the construction site, and we had cameras here. The part of the secret sauce of the system is it knows the difference between you and me, right? So it's not double counting us. So if you come in from entrance 1, you go downstairs, you leave through entrance 2, it knows you're that same guy that came in here, right? It doesn't know your trade. Now to tell the computer your trade, we put the sticker on the helmet. With regards to double counting the trucks, we at the start of any project, we identify all of the entry and exit points of the trucks and material arrivals. And then we'll always have cameras at the gates, tracking the trucks, tracking the license plate. And usually there's a fairly predictable route. Like truck comes in from gate 1, it's in staging area, leaves from gate 2 or back from gate 1. And so we're able to track it there as well. And beyond that, particularly on the start of a project, we have a team called these AI trainers, right? Which work with the computer to validate and confirm the decisions that it's making based on, again, all of the machine learning, all of the AI infrastructure that we've built. Okay.
Merci. D'autres questions? Excellent. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.